Hello everyone, welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing How Do You Look in Other People's Eyes? I will cover both physical features as well as your personality type. How do people read you? I have three pile options for you. First is Gemini. This is third house energy as well. We see this blue color. You can pick based on whatever calls to you. I hope you can see there's some reflection in the back. Pile number two is Sagittarius. This is fire element. With Gemini, it was air element. And this is connected with the ninth house. Ruler is Mercury. Here, the ruler is Jupiter. Here, we have Cancer, which is ruled by Moon. Fourth house energy. The color is green. So, you can make your selection on any of those parameters or the images on the cards itself. So, make your pick. I will see you in your reading. Let's start with pile number one. So you got Gemini. Naturally, you are someone that people see a lot of themselves in. Gemini is all about connection. Here on the card, it says mischievous, lively, witty, informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So you are someone where people notice you. You could be quite animated. Something about your facial expressions is coming through. So people remember your face. Your facial features could be quite unique, or you could have a very animated sort of energy where you animate a lot, or you come across as entertaining to a lot of people. So people remember you, you're memorable. Your communication style could be quite attractive. You could be funny, charming, humorous. You also have the ability to be a chameleon, where you can change your looks frequently, or you're someone who can pull off a lot of different looks, a lot of different, let's say, colors in terms of makeup or your outfits, or a lot of different hairstyles. You are a person who's full of variety, dynamic energy. This is what people remember you by. The fact that you're interesting, you're unique, and you are full of surprises. You're a box full of surprises. People don't know what they're going to get with you. You somehow manage to surprise people quite a bit. And you're quite intelligent. In terms of let's first get over with physical features. Gemini can make a person tall as well, can make a person lanky, slim, and it talks about girl next door, boy next door sort of a vibe, or like a chocolatey. We say this actor is the chocolate boy or whatever, and for women, we say she is the girl next door. This is kind of the vibe. You look younger than your age. You could have soft features, ingenue essence, gamine essence, or like I said, you are able to pull off different aesthetics as well. You could also be someone who looks really good with natural type of, let's say, clothing, accessories. There's a easiness, like a very breezy, easygoing vibe that you carry. Maybe a little bit of bohemian sort of style as well. But it's fun, it's eclectic, it's young, youthful, fresh, bright. These are the keywords that are coming to my mind when it comes to you. And you come across as a person who's full of light, full of spark. That's what I'm picking up, because there's certain people that are heavy, more stoic, serious. We say melancholic. But you are someone who is full of life, like a sparkle, glittery. These are the terms that are coming to me. So you're quite interesting. People remember you for sure. And you are also the sort of person where the more people get to know you, the more they like you. And people kind of fall in love with you by getting to know you quite well. And you naturally form a positive first impression. This is what I'm picking up. So you come across as a Gemini to people. We also have this card right here. I don't know how to pronounce it. It says inner beauty. So this card, whenever I see it, it just kind of reminds me of Japan. I think this goddess is connected to Japan. Hold on a second. Okay, so this goddess is connected to Japan, and the rising sun is obviously a symbol for Japan. You are someone. See, when I think of Japan, I think of intelligence. I think of people where the intelligence shines through. Mercurial mind. That's what's coming to me. You're someone, the words that you say, people remember you by those words. One more thing I'm picking up here, it says inner beauty. So, like I picked up earlier, people fall in love with you once they get to know you better. So, when they see the inner beauty and you come across as quite confident with the sun imagery coming out, people see you as a strong person. We also have rebellion here. So, you have a bit of a rebellious streak, Uranus, number 25. So, you're confident with the sun imagery coming out. It shows a strong person. You have intelligence, you have critical thinking, you think for yourself, and you stand yourself out from the crowd. You're the rebellious person who breaks the mold. This is why people remember you. It's not exactly, it's what sets you apart from the herd or the tribe, which is what people remember you by. That's why I'm saying you could have unique features, features that are not found in the average, like we say. So you could have unique features. That's why people remember you by those features. You could have a unique personality, a unique perspective on things. That's why you come across as a rebel. And that's why you make an impression. You make a splash and people remember you. It's interesting that even in this card, we see this imagery of birds. Birds are a symbol for Mercury. So your Mercury is quite strong. Mercury is your ideas, imagination, perception, your intelligence at work. That is your energy, which makes you shine through your inner beauty. So it's not just opinions, it's something deeper than that. And people notice that you're very true to yourself and you follow your own code of ethics. That's that Japanese energy that I was picking up here, because they're very philosophical people who have a lot of honor and pride in the way they carry themselves. So, this is what I pick up here for you guys. People remember that if pile number one believes in something, they will follow through with that. And you have unique ideas on most things. We also have Juno. This is number 30, relationships. Again, we see this bird. You see the two birds. It's not focusing. Okay, you can see the birds. So, bird imagery is repeating. See, bird is about you connect to people through your voice and speech. So, you could have a beautiful voice that people remember. They don't forget it. Some of you, maybe you could have some singing talents also. One more thing, it's your opinions, your ideas that people remember you by. And here it says relationships. So, like I said earlier, people get to know you, they fall for you. And you are someone people feel a lot of connection with. So, friendships are strong. The more you spend time with people, the more they like you, the more they understand you. We also have Aries. It shows a impulsive nature. It says the fire starter. This is your energy. See here, even the way the person is dressed, it shows like a rebel or a dark horse sort of imagery. So you are someone like that. You could be slightly more impulsive also. And maybe this sort of aesthetic is also your vibe. Either you could also be very traditional, who dresses very conservatively, or you could wear your heart on the sleeve like this spiker chick. That could be your aesthetic also. We have the next card as the fate. Some of you could have Kritika Nakshatra. It says accepting help, guidance. You are someone who's open to getting help. You see, you have this energy to connect with people where you don't necessarily look to be super independent. I don't need people, I don't need favors, I don't need help. That's not your vibe. You're the sort of person to help others out. Others would also naturally feel inclined to help you. And you are someone who's open to guidance. You want to learn, grow. This is the energy of Gemini. Gemini is Mercury energy, which is all about curiosity. You have an idea, you follow on it. You want to test it out. You're curious about its success or failure. You like to experiment. You're not afraid of failure. You're not afraid of trying. So you're open to help. People are also drawn towards you to naturally help you or learn from you, connect with you, teach you, guide you. You have very engaging sort of a quality about you and very impulsive. If an idea comes to you, you want to test it out. You're very open and easygoing that way. For tarot, you got Page of Pentacles. Again, it shows that young energy. Page coming through, I'm not surprised. Gemini, Page. And here also we see a very petite sort of a person. I told you earlier, what is the physical features we connect with Mercury? It's a person who can be tall, lanky, skinny. And you could also be someone who wears a lot of color. I'm picking up a lot of colors here. You could be stylish. You could have a signature style that maybe not everyone loves, but it's very unique to you. And girl next door, boy next door, we see a young person here. So, yeah, the physical features are repeating for sure. Whatever I mentioned with Gemini itself. And people remember your face. With Gemini, it's just making me think of face or the voice or speech. Page of Pentacles is a person who wants to grow, learn, achieve a lot in life. Fate here, it shows a person with big destiny. That's your energy. You're not someone who would waste their time frivolously. So when people remember you or people see you, they see a person who has potential, person who wants to achieve things, person who not necessarily the most serious, but talented is how people perceive you. And your beauty is that of a young person, a person who is kind of like a dark horse, but yeah, the rebel, yeah, dark horse, and not afraid of anything. There's a lack of fear I'm picking up in this pile. So, strong headed, confident person, full of spark. This is how people see you. So, I hope this resonated with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Please support the channel, join the membership, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is the card that came out for you. We have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Some of you could have a lot of yellow color in your skin tone, or you could have golden eyes. Something about you which is golden. You're like the golden girl or the golden boy. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up here with this Sagittarius energy coming out. It's ruled by Jupiter, which shows you create a positive impression on most people because Jupiter is all about a respectful person, someone that you respect, someone you admire. People could also put you on a pedestal. You come across as a natural teacher or a guide. If we talk about the physical features, I spoke about the golden touch. Outside of that, Jupiter people can be heavy set, melancholic also, very philosophical. When people look at you, they just expect this person would be like poetic, romantic, not super romantic, but philosophical, and a person who's a big thinker. You're someone who would take a little bit of time in before you make a decision. You're not impulsive. You're steady. You're slow moving. There's a little bit of earth energy also I'm picking up for you guys, but big ideas, philosophical, conservative, religious, spiritual, well read, well educated. Maybe you've traveled a lot. You have big ideas, very open, and a person who is broad minded. You're not narrow minded. You're not super judgmental. You're open to people. You're open to learning. And there's almost like this energy of a seeker within you, which is different than Gemini. Gemini came out for pile number 1, which is curiosity. Like something interesting person comes across, they want to pursue it, but you're seeking. You're a seeker. You're seeking something beyond yourself, something meaningful, something deep. So this is something that sets you apart. Again, talking about physical features, Jupiter can make a person tall also, heavy set, Long hair. Maybe for men, it can give a beard also. And maybe a big nose, like a strong nose to the face. I'll talk about more physical features as we move forward. One interesting thing I noticed, Sagittarius is a natural person who governs power. So you seem like a powerful person. And also, Sagittarius is the house of destiny. You seem like an important person. This is how you come across. People pay attention to you, respect you. And Sagittarius is also a natural teacher. People learn from you naturally. The way you live your life, it could be even something like the stuff you carry in your purse. And people are surprised by that. I don't know. I think everything that you do, you come across as a person who uses their wisdom and knowledge with it, and people learn from it. So you're a natural teacher, guide, and counselor. Also, with the next card, you're a natural healer, also. It says magic, and when you look at the imagery up close, it reminds me of Brahma, because Brahma, whenever we look at any of his images, he had four heads, but from any angle that you look at him, you would only notice the three, because one is in the back. One was also cut off. So that is also connected with one of the nakshatras. It's Mrigashira. So Mrigashira is connected with Brahma, but here the Brahma is coming out. Brahma is one of the gods we connect with intelligence. And this is again intelligence coming through. A lot of people see you have that 360-degree view on most things. So when you form an opinion, you've considered a lot of different variables. You have a very deep style of thinking. So with pile number one, it was more so about intelligence, curiosity. With this pile, it's more about wisdom, experience. So this is how people view you. They view you as a person with substance. You come across as a teacher or healer. This is the card that was making me think of the healer. And a little bit of astrology angle is also coming through, a person who carries a lot of wisdom. People see you as a wise person, magical person. Very interesting. You're a natural healer. You will not attract like minded people or people who are on the same level as you. Oftentimes you would attract the opposite, people who need healing. You're the healer, so you attract the people who need healing. We also have the stars. Again, we see yellow color for Jupiter, repeating number 4 4. Hope, it says. So you bring hope and positivity in other people's lives. Your eyes could be quite beautiful. Eyes are being highlighted. You have a bit of magic in you. We have fire. This is number 13. It says burn. So you light a fire in other people. You could also bring people back to life. You could have that ability where people who've lost their spark, people who've lost themselves somehow, you bring them back up. You motivate them, you inspire them, or you guide them, you counsel them, and you show them the way. People who've been lost. Because here we see the stars, which is hope, dreaming again, and fire is like you light the fire. In the dark of the night, or the dark night of the soul, when everything is dark, you bring that light. You light that matchstick. That's your power, your ability. So people would always remember you as a blessing in their life, or a person they learned a lot from. And oftentimes you would also feel like you're a little used. People take advantage of your generosity, but that's kind of the role you play. People will come into your life downtrodden, hurt, broken. You would fix them up and they would go on their own way. So you could have a lot of people come in and out of your life. We have North Node, Destiny. Ninth house is also, or Sagittarius energy is also connected with destiny. I think you're someone who can read people's destiny, or you have a strong destiny in life where you kind of have to give yourself away for your destiny. Because you're the healer, you have to kind of let your own wishes go to the side and maybe put others first, or your destiny first. Interesting. With you, I'm picking up the energy of your aura that draws people in, and there is a mysterious aura that you carry. but also a person with stature. People could put you on a pedestal also. And you're a very unique person, but people don't understand you, but you understand them. This is like a major thing I'm picking up here. You're the North Node, which is the foreigner, a person who's an enigma, a person who's like full of smoke and mirrors. You're People cannot read you. You're like an apparition to them, but you can read people really, really well. So there's a disconnect here, disharmony in a way. We have acolyte. It says new projects, learning. So people learn from you. Naturally, people see you as a mentor and they're the mentee. I get that strongly with this pile. We also have Wheel of Fortune. This card I always connect with Jupiter energy. Wheel of Fortune, we see the heart. If it will focus. I don't know why it's not focusing. It's a newer camera, so I've not figured things out. But here we see the, what do you call that? Mechanism turning. It shows change of fate, change of destiny. You bring a change in life of people that you touch. So pile number 1 was about connection. Two people meeting, two people with the same energy meeting at the same time and connecting. This particular pile is connecting with people who are opposites, people who need a change, people who are stagnant. You come into their life, you bless them, you teach them, you guide them, and then they have a resurgence, they have a transformation, and now they're changed and they could go out of your life also. So this is that energy of mismatch and you bringing other people into alignment. And a wheel of fortune actually working, turning and changing people's fates. This is your energy. You're a generous person. You're a person who's full of wisdom. You give a lot of it away. And you could also feel a little depleted by this. So it's important that you take care of your spiritual energy also. You maintain your energy. How people remember you, they remember you as a person with a big heart. The heart is coming through strongly, and you come across as a very poised, classy person. You could have a very classic sort of a beauty, and people remember you. You seem very respectable, perhaps more traditional, but you have a hint of sparkle. You are someone people don't understand entirely. You're a little mysterious also, but there's a lot of love and respect for you. But you tend to give more of yourself away to others for sure. So you are a guide, a teacher, a mentor in other people's eyes. That's how they see you, a healer, person full of magic. So I hope this resonated. Let me know your thoughts and please join the membership to support the channel. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You got this card, Cancer. It's just reminding me of the heart chakra with the mother and the sun and all this green color. I see the angel wing also. I see the heart here. Very nurturing, sweet, loving sort of energy. A lot of people could see you as someone who's full of love, quite feminine also. You could be a mother or a father, whoever's picking this pile. You could be very close to your family members. So you're the sort of person who would be very loyal to others. If you love someone, you're very loyal to them. You take care of them, you nurture them. You could be a good host also. You could have like a broad chest, like a big chest for women and like broader shoulders for men. This is the area of the body that's being highlighted here. You could be a little plump, voluminous. If you're a female, you could have very voluptuous sort of a body. And you could have round features, roundness in your face. And for men, if you're picking this pile, you could be better looking than the average person because this moon element, Cancer is ruled by moon. Moon gives beauty. And some of you, you could also have a partner or your spouse would be quite good looking. Good looking people would be naturally attracted to you. So these are some of the things I'm picking up right off the bat. You could have beautiful eyes, people notice your eyes, people notice you could have a very round face and people remember your facial features. You have a bit of this family sort of a vibe. Like the features that you carry, people just naturally bond with you. They create a halo effect. They think that pile number three is going to be loving, generous, kind, and sweet. They find you attractive in a very traditional sort of a way, and very womanly, very voluptuous. If you're a female, romantic is the essence I'm picking up here. If you're familiar with the Kitchener essences, the one I'm picking up is romantic for you guys. Beautiful eyes, very feminine sort of features. If you're a masculine, then you could have a mix of both masculine and feminine features, like someone like Killian Murphy or Tom Hardy. They have like nice. Killian has strong cheekbones, but he has the softer, fuller lips and a bit of this round cheek also, even though he has a strong jaw and high cheekbones. Same with Tom Hardy, he has full lips, even though his face overall is masculine. So there's like a mix of both, which makes a person quite attractive. So, yeah, this is what I'm picking up, like beautiful, beautiful specific features and a bit of roundness, because Cancer is ruled by Moon. Moon gives roundness and Moon gives beauty, especially if you're a male guy. Maybe other men might not find you attractive, but females would find you attractive. And if you're a female, females in general would find you attractive and you could have very classic sort of a beauty. This is what I'm picking up with physical features. And I spoke a little bit about your personality also. The next card that we have here is luck, it says. Tyke. Maybe I'm mispronouncing, but it's interesting. See, she's also similar, voluminous. The hair is also quite voluminous with her. Now, interesting thing, we have luck, which makes me think of Jupiter. Jupiter's connected with luck, and Jupiter gets exalted in Cancer. So you are someone who's naturally quite wise, though people might not pick up on it right off the bat. People could be more taken in by your beauty. They might not notice your intelligence right off the bat. You're someone, or people could really appreciate you. Sometimes intelligence and wisdom can intimidate people or bring up some insecurities. But something about you, pile number three, where people feel very open and like loving towards you. They feel an openness. They feel like they can connect with you. They don't necessarily feel flawed, or their insecurities are not triggered by you. You have a softer sort of this approach or something about you where people just feel open and they feel lucky to be in your presence. You're a very generous person and very wise, but you don't intimidate people. Welcoming. We have Scorpio, lots of water coming out for you. Scorpio here, it says powerhouse. So that uh, wisdom is there. I think you are very good at handling people. You can handle different people with different egos, or certain people, like facing people in different circumstances. So in your workplace, in your family life, in your relationship, you're able to tackle things quite well. You are quite dexterous that way. You are quite adaptable, cooperative, and certain things you keep hidden. You are interesting, you're not boring. Sometimes when you know a person too well, it becomes boring. You don't have that vibe. You know when to reach out and when to pull back. You have that feminine wisdom, and it really shines through when we talk about how to maintain relationships, because masculine wisdom comes in handy when we want to achieve things more so in, let's say, career or action oriented things, whereas the feminine wisdom comes in handy when we talk about relationships, how to maintain those interpersonal dynamics. This is where you shine through, and you're a good guide also. I think people can rely upon you, people could depend upon you. You're very loyal. With Scorpio coming out again, you come across as very loyal, like you would fight for the people that you love. Very caring, very much a person who loves intensely and deeply. You're not the sort of person to have casual friendships. It's either a person you're friendly with, but you would not call them a friend, or a person who's your ride or die friend. You don't do the in between, where you're friends, but you don't care what's going on in their life. Either you're like family, or you don't have that strong loyalty to a person, you don't have that connection. Otherwise, you are like totally ride or die sort of a person. We have this card which shows masks. I don't know how to pronounce that. It says hiding your true self projection. So somewhere you have that this wisdom where you know how to, let's say, pull out some secrets from people. You can kind of peel beyond the mask that they're wearing. You are able to read people quite well. You are also someone, see, here we have the eyes closed. You could maybe trust sometimes people blindly, but that might not work out too well. So don't have blind faith on people, because you could attract users also, people who are pretending to be someone they're not. Right? So you could be shocked to find out certain people's truths if you are overgiving, overly, let's say, you put your faith in people too much. So that's one thing. But in general, what I'm picking up is your intuition is quite strong. With these two cards that give the energy of intuition, with Jupiter that gives wisdom, I think you're able to see the truth of people. You are able to read people quite well. And you might also be someone who's a little secretive, where people would trust you fully, but they don't know you entirely well. So you only show a little side of yourself to certain people. So I was getting that earlier also. How uh, you keep certain things for your own self. You preserve things. You don't share every single aspect of your life. You like to keep certain things private and sacred. You respect your privacy. That's what I'm getting. People trust you. People could have blind faith in you. Next up, we have passion, Vesta, number 31. You are someone people could find very attractive. They could have a lot of passion for you, whether they show it or not. You could inspire like this fire in other people. Like I said, you give them what they need. You can read people, you know what they want. You give them that uh, thing, and then they are ride or die for you. I'm not saying you take advantage of people or anything like that, but you have that ability to play that seductive game, the art of seduction. You can inspire passion in people. So, again, that feminine wisdom that you carry. Maybe some of you make use of it, others might not, but this is spirit reminding you that you have this ability, you can do this. We also have new moon, intention, number 36. So there's a lot of lunar, watery, womanly, feminine energy coming through in your pile. I can sense that you are someone where a lot of people have strong feelings for you. They find you quite attractive, especially your body and your energy, the way you talk, the way you walk, and how you converse, how you touch people, metaphorically. So you are someone where people feel that strong attachment to you, strong loyalty to you. That's what I'm getting. Whether you barely show your real self to them, but people feel that strong connection where they feel like they really know you. When in reality, you've not even shared like 50% of your heart with them. We have Queen of Swords. This again shows a person who's quite perceptive. It's again not focusing. I think I need to change the focus. Anyway, I don't want to get into the settings of the camera, but here the lady is looking through. I Is it a binoculars? I don't know. It throws me off whenever I see like a longer thing. It just makes me think of a telescope, but obviously you use that to see the stars. Anyway, point is, maybe you can read the stars. You could be, some of you could be into astrology. Maybe you like to read people's charts, which gives you an insight into their psychology. Maybe. But yeah, Queen of Swords is always looking, always observing, reading people. So you are someone who is quite observant and people feel very seen by you. That's why you hide yourself a little bit from them, hide your true self from them, but they feel very seen by you because you're always observing. Very interesting. So the way you connect with people is quite different than the average person, and you people's perception of you versus who you actually are, there's quite a bit of a gap in there, which is quite interesting. Here we see the blindfold over the eyes, here we see the person with the binoculars. How interesting is that? It's like they see you as this person they're lucky to have, who's totally generous, totally accepting, totally loyal, but you're quietly observing and testing people. Quite nice. So, yeah, this was the reading for you. Let me know if it resonated or not. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, please join the membership. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.